I'm going to show you how to do an all-inclusive booking on Sirev, which is our booking engine. This is the login page. You put in the password, username and password, which is available on the intranet if you don't have it already. Everyone has the same username and password for Sirev. So we're just going to go to the top left-hand side and click on Packages. You put in your departure city. You can choose all south. If your client doesn't know where they want to go, but they just want to go someplace hot, you can put in all south. We're going to narrow ours down. We're going to go to Cuba. You put in your date and the amount of days you want to go. You can either leave it vague, 5 to 10 days, 11 to 16 days, or choose the exact amount of days that the client wants to go. We're going to do 1 week. Direct flights if you prefer. All-inclusive if that's all they're looking for. Once you do it this way, you will get a list of hotels for that destination that are available. If you leave it to all hotels, it'll give you all the options. And then you can pick your categories. If your clients only want a 5-star hotel, well, this will make that a lot easier for you to find. You can also pick the price range you're looking at if you like, and you can click on any of these options to narrow down your search. We're going to leave it like this. So here are our 5-star options into Cuba. This shows you how many pages there are. So this is the first page. They all go in price order. So you can see what's available as you go through these pages if you wanted to click on them. You can sort by different options. We're sorting from lowest price to highest price. Here you have your hotel name. You have whether it is all-inclusive, which we asked for it, so it will be all-inclusive. If you click on this, on the hotel name, you will get a informational page that you can email to your client. It'll also tell you information if you're wondering how many restaurants the hotel has, how many pools they have, or the room categories available. Here's your star rating, tour operator, in this case it's Signature Vacations, your price, your tax, your total including tax. $13.91 is the per person rate including tax. Here's your date, January 9th to the 16th. On a Sunwing flight, this would have your flight number and your flight times if they were available. Since it's not available yet out of our market, it's only June right now, so we don't actually have all of our flight details in, but normally once they're in and loaded, they'll be right here for you to see. And there's your duration, so you've got the 7 nights. To book it, there's 2 options. You can click it here, the signature web booking. This is the easiest and most user-friendly. You would put in the number of adults you have, the ages. So if you do have 4, then you would change this to quad, or if you have 3 adults. We're going to leave it the way it is and click continue. It's going to take you to your booking screen. From here, you're going to enter, actually not yet. So here are the details again. Here's some options that you can add. You can add some tours all the way through here. You can read through. You can add Sunwing Vacations cancellation insurance, as well as options for their flights. If you just want to leave everything as is, then you come down to the bottom. This is the file total. If you click on this commission box, as long as the client isn't hovering behind you, you can pull up your commission, 176 on this file. It'll tell you your minimum deposit due today, which is $500, so that's $250 per person, and your balance due date, October 31st. It'll give you some more general information here that you should read and make sure that your client is aware of, such as the $25 Cuban paid on departure from leaving Cuba. Here you can add RBC insurance if you want, but we're just going to leave it as it is and go to continue. The next screen is where we will put in the client information. So fill in the blanks, last name, first name, birth date, address. Everything with an asterisk is mandatory. Anything else you can put in if you like. So we've had all these options declined that were on that last screen, and we're down here again is your commission box if you needed to jot something down. Payment details, and you click to book it once you've entered everything. The next screen will give you a booking confirmation with your booking number. Once you enter the client's credit card, they are going to be booked. So you only do this if you're sure that they do want to book, because once they're booked, non-refundable. So that's how you do a booking that way. The other option is to click on this button. This is going to take us to our RevNet screen, which we call the blue screen. If you've been an agent before, then you'll be familiar with it. If you're new, you might not like it at first. Once you get to know airport codes, it does make it a little easier to move around in it. Most of the agents who have been doing this for a while do prefer this screen. So you got your airport codes, Winnipeg to Veradero. It put in the information for us because we already gave the dates. Double room, 2 adults. If you know the name of the hotel, you can put it in here. And these 9s, that's just so that it'll give us the price. If you don't have that in there, then it may not give you the price, but it'll show you the options. So since we kind of looked at the cheapest 5-star was the Riu, we're just going to put Riu there so that it'll just give us the Riu. We know that's what we want to book. And then it'll give us all the room categories available. Hotel room, superior room, junior suite, deluxe suite. These are all inclusive. That's what the AI stands for. We've got your details up here, the price here. So let's say we want to book the cheapest one. We're going to click on 1. And it's going to take us to, of course, these options again, which we're just going to go past. Not every destination has all of these options. And then again, the Sunwing insurance, we're going to go past all of that. If you did want one, then you would click on the white box and put an X and then continue. So this screen is going to tell you your flight details, amount per person, the total per file, the commission amount, and the net. So that's the amount minus your commission. If it all looks good, it also tells you here your deposit amount and your final payment date. So if it looks fine, you put in A for accept, which is listed here. You have your options here. This is going to tell you that other general information we saw on the other screen about the departure tax and anything else you might need to know that you have to let your client know about. Oops, sorry. You press A for accept that. Okay, so here's where you're going to put your client details. So it shows you here how they want it, last name / first name. If there is a middle name, you can do a space and put it in there. Birth date. Home phone number, cell phone number, whatever, as long as there's a number. And then second passenger. Their title, Mr., Mrs., gender, and birth date again. I'm going to do the same birthday. You don't have to put another number if it's the same home number. Here's your options at the bottom. To book it, you would just click on K to book. Okay, so all that you have to fill out on here is travel agent. So you put in your name so that when the invoice comes from the tour operator, I know who booked it and I can forward it on to you. Form of payment, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, put in there. Card number here, expiration date here, card holder here, CVC or security code there. For authorization, we always want to put in the letter A. And the reason for that is so that we are telling the computer to get authorization for us. And then the amount paid, in this case, is $500. It's just the deposit, tells us again right here. And then you would just press enter. Your next screen is going to give you an authorization for your credit card charge. And then the screen after that is going to give you your booking number. So that's how you complete a booking on RevNet. As you get to know RevNet, you'll find some other little quirks about it and things that can make things a little easier for you too. So that's how you do a general package search. If you know which tour operator you want to use, you can click on the particular tour operator down here. So if you know they want to book a WestJet Vacations package or a Sunwing package, you can click on it here and get into it. Will look the same as these screens, either RevNet or the package search. I'll show you here. This is SunQuest Vacations. So if you want to do a search with just SunQuest, you can either do, package shopping, which is going to look just like the other screen that we started on, but it will only have options from SunQuest, packages SunQuest. So it's going to give you all of this to fill out. The other way to book it direct with SunQuest is to just pull up the RevNet screen, which is the blue screen. There you are. If you have a booking with SunQuest already and you wanted to make sure that you added the middle names, or you just wanted to double check when final payment is due, you could go on this blue screen and you put in 10 for display booking. You would put in the booking number here, and then the booking would pull up and give you all the client details and the final payment date. If we go back to the main menu, I'll just show you how to pull up from scratch here some information. If we don't already have the information that we've asked for from the other screen, this is where we would put in the airport codes. So if we're going Winnipeg to Cancun, you have to know your airport codes. You'll put in your date. And your duration, you can put in 7, 14, whatever it is. Your room type, the amount of people traveling, and then you have to put in the 9s, so it'll give you the rate. You press enter, and it's going to give you all of the options. It's going to give you everything that they have. If they have non-all-inclusive, it's going to give you that as well, so you have to be careful. These are all-inclusive, and then you go ahead and pick your hotel. If you don't see a hotel you like on the screen, you can scroll down. Once you find the hotel you're interested in, you put the number in, and again, here you are and ready to start booking. So we're just going to get out of that. I do want to make mention that if you are doing a package and you just do a general search for packages, I'm going to show you something here. Direct flights, all inclusive. If you are just doing a general search and WestJet Vacations or Air Canada Vacations come up, you do need to double check their package price. Because they use scheduled air, it is sometimes not accurately displayed here. These are all Nolly tours. Their prices are accurate. I just want to find something here with WestJet just to show you WestJet or Air Canada Vacations. Here's one with WestJet into Cancun. It is showing us a price of $14.43. You do want to double check before you let your client know the rate. It might be exactly right. It might be $2 off, or it might be $50 off. So 2 clicks away and you've got the accurate rate, and then you don't have to worry about it. But as I said, all the other tour operators will have accurate pricing unless there's something strange going on. But it's WestJet Vacations and Air Canada Vacations you want to double check. See, as you notice, the rate has changed. It's $14.03 is the rate. So just a little note to get you to double check that. Anyways, that is how you do an all-inclusive booking on Sirev.